All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to this session. Tonight, we'll be talking about the digital business triangle, which is a three-step framework that anybody can use to start up a profitable online business. So it's called the digital business triangle. This is the name that I gave it because I have gone ahead to study several models. I've been in digital marketing space for about 5 years now, and I've seen several business models built on digital marketing or the entire digital landscape, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, different things, digital product businesses. So many of those businesses exist already. Different things that you can use, digital marketing and digital tools and platforms to build a business online. Now, these things, although they are really important, they are very profitable to a large extent. Some of you may have seen people making several figures that are great online, but then you've been wondering, how can I really make this happen? How can I really go ahead and build something that is sustainably profitable for a period of time? Now, this is what we'll be focusing on this night. We're talking about the digital business triangle. It's a triangle that I came up with to really explain how this can be done for every single person. But before I get started, I want you to do something. If you're already live right now, go ahead and let me know where you're joining in from. And then if there's someone that you know is supposed to be on this session, you can take a screenshot of this session, go ahead and share with the person and tell the person that we are now live and we can get started. So I can see quite a number of you already live. I'll get to most likely get to greet some of you towards the end of the session. I can see Rukoya, I can see Karim, I can see Emmanuel. Great to have you all here. It's great to have you in the session. I can see Busola, and quite a number of you already live. So this is what we're talking about tonight, digital business triangle. Now, if you have something to write on, you can literally get that right now because we'll be doing lots of writing, lots of just sketching out things. I want this session to be as practical as possible. So to get started, I want you to do something. If you have somewhere to write, think of someone that you feel is using digital tools and platforms, is using social media, is using digital marketing in a very good and profitable way. Think of anybody. Think of a name. You can give me a name in the chat box. Anybody that you feel that this is someone that I have seen that this guy or this lady or this man or this woman is really using digital tools and platforms. Is really using social media in a way that is profitable. Maybe someone that you would like to be like, someone that you would want to get to an extent the kind of results the person is getting. Just think of anybody like that and write the person's name in the chat box, but also in your notes. If you're taking notes, write the person's name in your notes. Let's start from there because I want this to be really practical. By the end of the session, you should see exact steps that you can take to get started in your own journey. And this is why this is one of my goals for this session, that they should be as practical as possible so you can know exactly what to do. All right. So have you gotten those names? I want to see some of those names. Someone that you know or that you feel is really leveraging digital tools and platforms. It's really leveraging social media in a profitable way. By profitable, I mean the person is making money online. That's like a simple, clear definition of what I mean by profitable. So give me any name at all. Just give me a name. I want to see some of the names in the chat box. You can just type the person's name in the comments and then also write the person's name inside of your notepad in case you're writing down. So I can see Balkis. Balkis says Edrin Edewo. Of course, I agree with you. So Edrin Edewo is really doing great when it comes to using social media. So she has like an amazing community called it's called the Open Community. You can check that out on Facebook. So I want to see more names. Someone you've been following or someone that you admire, someone that you feel that this person is really using digital tools and platforms. You can see Judy says Peace Itimi. Yes, of course. So Peace Itimi is really doing great on using digital tools and platforms, great on social media, just an amazing YouTube channel. I also follow Peace. Okay, so I mentioned my name. That's great. Yeah, I'm also definitely using digital tools and platforms in a very profitable way. I can see Joshua Mba. I know Joshua Mba for funnel hacking. Yeah, so I know some of these names. But write these names not just in the chat box, but write it inside of your notes. And I know why I'm starting with this. Now, what happens is that there are several things that you'll be taught over a period of time. When it comes to making money online, if you want to go through courses, if you want to go through tutorials, trainings, you find out that after some time, the things you're learning are beginning to seem familiar. They seem as though they're similar in a way. The things you learn from this other course, they're teaching you in this other course. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that before? That some of the things that you learned in a previous course, it's as if those things are being repeated in another course. Now, the reason for that is not because there's something new. No, it's not because that it's not because there's nothing new for you to be taught. No, the reason is because most of these things actually align. There are exact things, exact steps. There's an exact framework that if you can master, you can literally enter into any digital business industry and know how to make money from it. It is that framework that I call the digital business triangle. The issue is sometimes people do a part of these things. They learn a part of the triangle I'm about to show you. They learn one part and they expect results. You learn just one part of a three-part triangle. In fact, not even a full part, a sub part of it, and you expect results. And when you don't get it, you feel as though these things don't work. No, it's a three-part framework. And if you can get this framework this night, if you can really, really get this framework this night, what happens is that you are able to duplicate any kind of result that you want, whatever the result is. All right. So what's this framework about? What's the digital business triangle about? I'm trying to see how I can keep tonight's session within 45 minutes. If possible, not even up to that. I want to see if probably I can take some questions. I've not done that before, but let's see if I can do that tonight. All right. Now the first part of the triangle. So if you have your writing material, go ahead and draw a triangle. So draw a simple triangle. I don't have a very plain paper here. I've done that. So draw a simple triangle, right? Let me see if I can just get one simple sheet of paper so I can just illustrate that a bit. All right, so we have this as your writing material. So I'll just go ahead and draw a triangle on it. So something like this, just do something like this on your notepad, right? If you're writing, if you're using your phone, maybe a bit difficult, except you're using a sketch pad. But draw that triangle and let's get started. Now, the first part of the digital business triangle, which is a framework for any profitable digital business, is what I call the offer. The offer. This is the first part. You'll be surprised how people want to make money online and there's nothing they're offering. If you are at that point where you've decided that digital media, digital platforms, digital marketing would be a way that you would use to make some money or as a side source of income, you need to have an offer. This is the first part of the triangle. And when you hear the word offer, people have different ideas of that word. People have different premonitions. They have an already constructed idea of offer, but they don't really know exactly what the word offer is. And that's what I'll start with. Your offer is, the way I define an offer is, your offer is like a meeting point between the solution you have and what people want. So sometimes people, you can decide to have something that you think is an offer, but it's not yet an offer. And your offer is something that I call an attractive version of your product. And I think I should walk you through that. Let me walk you through that sequence so that it will be easier. So go ahead and write offer. If you're writing in the chat box, so go ahead and write offer. Your offer is the first part of the digital business triangle. That is the first part of the framework. You need to have an offer. If you have been thinking about making money online and there is nothing you are offering, you will be there for a long time. People do not pay you for your intentions. They pay you for an offer that you're giving to them. But what is an offer? Let me take you through this process. For you to create an offer, and I think I'll have a full extensive session on offer creation, but let me just give you a simple framework. Now, the first thing you need to create an offer is you need to have what is called an audience, a target audience. A target audience is a set of people that have a problem. That is a target audience. Your target audience is simply a set of people that have a problem. That is the simplest way I would describe your target audience. Now, for you to create an offer, you don't start with the offer itself. No, you start with the people and their problem. Now, for example, let me give you an example. People that sell products online, one of their major problems is, how do I make more sales? That is the audience. That is their problem. People that have organizations, maybe they're just starting out. One of their major problems is, how do I get my staff to probably behave in a particular kind of way? How do I get them to work in line with the company culture? That is their problem. If you can look for a group of people that have a problem, then you have started your journey towards creating an offer. That's the first step. A group of people with a problem. Now that you've identified that group of people, the next thing is your solution. What are you bringing towards those people that have a problem? What particular solution? How do you intend to solve the problem that these people have? That's the next thing. How do you intend to solve the problem that these people have? Do you want to use a course? Do you want to teach them how to maybe run Facebook ads so they can sell more? Do you want to teach them, give them a product that helps them with content creation, since you found out that, okay, content creation is one of the reasons why people do not sell? Is that your solution? If that is your solution is not yet your offer. Follow me. Some of you try to sell your solution. Your solution is not your offer yet. You've not gotten an offer. You just have a solution. You've seen people that have a problem and you have a solution for them. That is not your offer. After you've identified your solution, the next thing you need to do is to create a product out of your solution. And I personally define products as an excellently packaged version of the solution you have to offer. Do you get that? Someone should write that down in chat box. Your product is an excellently packaged version of the solution that you have to offer. That is what your product is. An excellently packaged version of the solution you have to offer. So now that you've identified a solution, the next thing you need to do is to package that solution in an excellent way, in a way that can be presented. For example, your solution is Facebook ads. You can decide to package it as an ebook. You can decide to package it as an online course. You can decide to package it as a series of emails that teach people how to run ads. That can be an email course. But after you've gotten your solution, you are not going to sell your solution. No, you have to go ahead and create a product out of your solution. That is super, super important. You create a product out of your solution. Now that you have a product, right, which is like one of the next things after you've gotten your solution, you now have a well-packaged version. Another thing people do that is also a mistake is you go ahead and you try to sell your products. So you struggle to sell. This is one of the reasons why many people struggle to sell. And just before I move from the product side of things, those of you that have service-based businesses, if you render a service, for example, maybe digital marketing or can you give me a list of services, graphic design, ads service, for example. If you offer a service here, just write your service in the chat box. If you offer a service, do not try to sell your service. You will struggle. You have to productize your service. It is easier to sell the product than to sell the service. And I'll explain why. When you create a product out of your service, what happens is it's easy for people to make a purchase. Let me give you an example. Facebook ads. Okay, I run Facebook ads for business owners. That is a service. But when you want to create a product out of a service, you'd say something like, oh, I run Facebook ads for people. For every 30 days, I charge 50,000 Naira, or I charge $100. And then I take care of the ad setup. I monitor your ads within 1 month. I give you ideas for your creative strategy. This is now a product. You've created a product out of your service. One way to know if you have just a service or a product is that every product has a price, has a fixed price. Think about when you buy something. This is a pen, for example. This is a pen. Can we walk through? Let's walk through the offer channel I was sharing. So this pen, right? Who is the audience? Someone should give me an example of an audience for the pen. What's the audience? Someone should give me an example. On that pen should give me an example of what the solution is. This pen is not a solution. It is a product. This pen is a product, but the solution is this pen is a packaged version of the solution it offers. Is this practical enough? The pen is a packaged version of the solution. The solution it offers is what? Writing. That's the solution. That's not the product. They're not selling they're not really selling the solution. They are going ahead to package that solution into a product. So if you have a service, think about, I think someone said voiceover, right? So voiceover is a service. Now, how do you create a product out of a voiceover service? What you do is you can say, oh, I can record a 1 minute voiceover for you at this amount and get it delivered within this time. Although I'm even going a bit ahead. One characteristic of products is products have prices. So if you are a service provider and you are like, it's until someone comes and asks for a service, you now start thinking, how much should I charge this person? Let me see, what type of shoe is he wearing? What type of wristwatch should I see on his profile? You don't even know if he borrowed the watch. You don't know if he borrowed that watch he used to snap the picture. But you're trying to give him a price based on what you're seeing. So you're still a service provider, but you've not productized your service. Every productized service has at least a fixed price. There are some services that you won't have a fixed price, but you have a minimum. You have a minimum. You must have a benchmark, a price benchmark for you to say your service has become a product. You must have a benchmark. If you listen to me very well, you will start seeing where you're missing it. Probably you have a service, but you've never made it a product. So, and you're wondering, why am I not selling? How can you sell when you don't even know what to expect? You don't know how much one unit. One good thing with having a product out of your service is that you can now have units. So, for example, you can say, since my ad service is 50,000 naira, that means if I want to make 150,000 naira in 1 month, what do I have to do? I have to sell to 3 people in a month. That means I need to have 3 clients in a month. It becomes more easier for you to even set goals. So you don't wait and say, when someone comes to you and say, oh, I heard you're very good in ads. How much do you run ads? You now start thinking, what should I use this time? What charge should I use? You now tell the person, okay, I normally charge 40K. The person will say, oh, it's 7K I have. You now say, do you have 10K? And then you run the ad. You won't make any. This is not, if you want to run a business, and this is not for people that, if you just want to do hit and run and things like that, this class may not really be for you. But if you want to run a business, a digital business, this is a digital business triangle. Productize your service. Are you learning something? Productize your service. Now that you've productized your service, and what do I say product is? An excellently packaged version of your solution, right? Now that you've productized your service, then we can now talk about an offer. You build an offer on your product. And what do I mean? Remember, your product was an excellently packaged version of your solution. But then your offer is an attractive version of your product. Are you following me? So someone should write that down. Your offer is an attractive version of your product. Now that you have a product, you must now make that product you have to become attractive for the audience that you started with. Remember, this whole journey started from the audience. So you started with your audience that had a problem. Then you brought a solution. Then what do you do with your solution? You package your solution into a product. Now, for that product to become an offer, you need to go ahead and make your product attractive to the audience. When people hear offer, they think about maybe a discount. So some people just say, oh, I'm doing an offer for people, 80% off. You do 80% off today, 7 people buy. When you remove the 80%, nobody's buying. They're waiting for the next 90%, and you run yourself out of business. Discount is not a sustainable offer strategy. It is an offer strategy. And during the class for the training for offer, I'll probably go a bit deeper into how to create an offer. If you know you've not registered for the Growth Accelerator sessions, I think you should do that. The link is feesteven.com/GAS/gas, all right? feesteven.com/GAS. Because I'll have some of these trainings coming up, right? So let me talk about this. So discount is not an offer. Giving discount to people, that is not an offer. It is a part of, it can be a part of an offer, but it is not the only way that you can go ahead and give people an offer. It's not the only way you can become, your product can become attractive to your customers. All right, give me a second. Just a quick check. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Just let me know in the chat box. Right, great. So you have an offer. Let me tell you how to know if you have an offer. You have a great offer if the perceived value of your products is more than the costs. Remember, I didn't say the value because some of you have very, very valuable products. Remember, we were at the product stage earlier. So you have a very valuable product, but you've not been able to increase the perception of that product, of the value of that product in the minds of your audience. So you have an offer only when the perceived value of your products, that means the value that people think they will get from your products, is more than the cost. That's when you have a good offer. There are different offers. There are offers that are great. There are offers that are there. But then when you can convince people that, and you convince them in several ways, I won't go deep into that. But if you're able to convince people that the perceived value of your product is more than the cost, you have a good offer. It becomes easier to sell. This is the first part of the framework. If you notice, just by listening to this part, you can now start seeing where you've been missing it. You want to have a profitable business, but you don't have any products. You don't have any offer. You don't have any solution you're offering. And they ask you, do you want to make money online? You say, yes, I want to make money online. This year is my year. No, it is not. Mind you, the offer doesn't have to be yours. And this is where business models like affiliate marketing comes in, right? For those that are affiliate marketers, they literally use someone else's products, but there must be a product. You can't say you want to make money online. There's nothing you're selling. It doesn't work. Sometimes you even need to sell yourself as an authority. That is still selling. You can become the offer, but there has to be something you're selling. If you want to be profitable online, if you want to understand the digital business triangle, the first stage is the offer. All right. Have you gotten value so far? If you've gotten value, just go ahead and type value in the chat box. Let's go to the next part of the triangle. Now, the second part of the triangle, if you've written offer, we wrote this earlier. So the first part is offer. So you can come to this other side and write funnel. Funnel. All right. So you can write that in your notes. You can also write that in the chat box. All right. The second part is the funnel. So you can see this. So I've talked about the offer, and now we've gone to the funnel. All right. That's the second part of your digital business triangle, the funnel. Now, what is the funnel? The simplest definition I will give you for the funnel is that the funnel is the pathway through which your audience or your customers go to get your offer. Let me explain that a bit. Your funnel, let me just define it again. Your funnel is the pathway that your customers take to get to your offer. That's what your funnel is. The pathway your customers take to get to your offer. So it's just like a road. It's just like you're going to a destination. You see that road you take from, for example, if I'm going to the airport, right? If I'm going to the airport, the road I take from where I'm down to the airport, all right, that is literally my funnel. The goal is to get people to your offer, to get people to purchase your offer. So you create a pathway for them. First, they see an ad. First contact. They've seen your ad. They've seen a flyer. That's the first part of your funnel. Then next, you have a landing page. That's the second part. You see how I'm simplifying this? Your funnel is just how do you want them to move? And some of you already have a funnel. If you want to diagnose if you have a funnel, ask yourself this question. How the last person that bought from me, how did the person buy? Where did the person come from? Where did the person see or have a contact with me for the first time? For some people, it was a referral. Probably someone referred you. For some people, it was probably they saw your WhatsApp status. There are different ways that people would have taken to get to you, to buy from you. That is what your funnel is. Can you think back? For those that already sell, if you know you already have a business or you already sell something, can you think back and ask yourself, how did my last customer, how did the person get to me? Where did the person start from? Where did the person get to? How did he get to me? How did she get to me? That is your funnel. But then you can optimize your funnel to be even better. The fact that people have been seeing your WhatsApp. If you don't understand funnel, that's why you keep showing the 90 something people on your WhatsApp status every single day. You show them the same thing, same thing, and you'll be, when they ask you how far, what's happening, this digital is not working. No, it's working. You can't keep showing the exact same set of people the same thing over and over again and expect that you will make profits. Your funnel is the pathway. When you have that pathway, you have to outline the pathway in such a way that you start to observe, where are people dropping off? Is it that people are coming to my landing page, but they are not taking an action? Is it that people are not really even coming to my landing page? For those of you that have landing pages, right? By the way, if you want to do a digital business, I would really recommend you have a plan. You may not have a website right now, but at least have a plan to have a website sometime soon. It's almost 100% compulsory. Great. That's a story for another day. So you have like your flyer, an ad is running, for example. People come to your landing page. From your landing page, there's an email list. Some of you, when you were registering for this program, did you see my funnel? So you must have seen my flyer, then you got a link, right? Then you came to the landing page, then there was a simple opt-in form. You put in your email, you put in your name. What happens next? You get an email automatically, and what happens? You're redirected to my WhatsApp. That is my funnel. When you come to my WhatsApp, from my WhatsApp, I redirect you to the Telegram channel where you get all the updates you need. That's my funnel. So I can track and say, okay, I noticed that people are coming to my landing page, but they are not going ahead to sign up. Could it be that there's something I need to add to my landing page? Should I add testimonials from previous classes? Which I can do. For example, I can say that if you got value from this session, please send me an email and tell me you got value. How many of you will send me an email if I tell you that? Will you do it? Of course, most of you will. Why? Because I gave value. So I can say, okay, since I see that people are not really signing up, I'm going to ask for an email, which I think I'll do. I can say, okay, send me an email after this session. Tell me how the session was for you. Then I'll ask you, do I have permission to use your email on my landing page? If you say yes, I'll pick up that email and put it on my landing page. And what will happen, expectedly, people can say, oh, look at what this other person said about the session. Look at what this other person said about the session. That means I need to register. And what will happen, my registration rate will increase. Is this practical enough? Are you getting this? Are you seeing how you can optimize your funnel? But the issue is you cannot optimize what you don't know. That's the thing. You cannot optimize what you do not know. So if you've not been able to outline your funnel, you don't even know where to work on. You don't know what to improve. You don't know what you need to put into, what you need to adjust to get better results. You don't know it. Why? Because you have not been able to know your funnel. When you know your funnel, then you can know what you need to optimize, what you need to improve, where you need to improve. That is the next thing. Of course, I won't go deep into funnel for tonight also. This is like an overview of the digital business triangle. Are you beginning to see where you're missing it? Because, many of us have that desire to make money, but you don't have some of these things. And you want to make it. How do you want to do it? This framework, if you think about it, this framework works across many industries. Many industries. Almost every industry, there's a way that you can put this framework into it. All right? Now, let's take it a step further because I want to see what I can do. I want to make sure that I'm able to finish this as fast as possible, but give the maximum value that I want, right? So I've talked a bit about funnel. Let's talk about traffic, all right? So if you have your triangle, the last part of your triangle, the digital business triangle is traffic. So you can just go ahead and write traffic. As you can see, I'm also writing it at my end, right? So you can write traffic on your notes, but then also write it in the comment box. Write it in the chat box. Go ahead and write traffic. Your traffic is the last part of the digital business triangle. Traffic. Now, what is traffic? Traffic is simply how many people are seeing your offer. That's the simplest definition I'll give you for traffic. So you can write it down. Your traffic is the number of people that are seeing your offer. The number of people that are having access to your offer. The number of people that your offer is brought before. That is traffic. That's the simplest way to think about traffic. And traffic is the last part of the digital business triangle. The last part of the framework, your traffic. And when it comes to traffic, right, you have to think about it this way. I normally give this example. Imagine you want to you want to rent a shop, you want to sell perfumes, for example, and you need a physical store. What would you do? Let's say one person goes ahead and rents a store that is somewhere in a hidden place. Probably the person is like, oh, this Lagos traffic is too much. I don't want to be entering the roads. Let me just rent this place that is very close to my house. You're living in a gated estate, but then because you have the money, you want to just rent somewhere close to your house and put your perfume there, and you're expecting sales. Now another person says, oh, I know that I need people to sell. So what do? I go and rent a shop in a very busy place where people are passing, where people are seeing my signboard, where people are seeing everything that concerns me. Who do you think will sell more? Just write it down in the chat box. Who do you think will sell more? Is the person that rented a store by the side of his house, or the person that rented a store in a place where people are seeing the store, a physical store? Who do you think will sell more? Let me know in the chat box. You find out that it is the person that rented in a busy place. Why? Because no matter how great your offer is, remember I told you that your offer should be very great, that the perceived value should be more than price and this and that. See, no matter how great your offer is, there are people that will never ever buy from you. Never. No matter how you try it, no matter what you do, they will not buy. Like, they will come, they will come to your landing page, they will scroll, they'll be like, nice font, nice color. No, I didn't tell you to come and look at the font and the color. I want you to buy from me. Or they'll be admiring things you didn't send them. They will never buy from you. So they are people like that. Now that you know that they are people like that, what do you need to do? You need to send as many people as possible to your landing page or to your offer. Your offer may not be on your landing page, it may be somewhere else, right? But wherever your offer is, you need to send people there. Why? Because out of the many people you send there are some people that will never buy. But then out of them, there are some people that would pick up your offer. So most times, the more quality traffic, and that's like the keyword is quality. The more quality traffic you send to your offer, the more the chances of you being able to sell online, to make money online. If you have an amazing product, you have a great offer, you have an amazing funnel that is very solid, but only 17, 18 people are seeing it, you will not be a profitable digital businessman or businesswoman. An essential part of digital business triangle is traffic. How many people are seeing your offer? That is what your traffic is. How many people are you putting through your funnel? How many people are going through your funnel? That is what your traffic is. And when it comes to traffic, there are two kinds of traffic, right? There are two kinds of traffic. The first kind of traffic is called organic traffic. Okay, it's called organic traffic. And organic traffic is simply a kind of traffic that doesn't directly involve an exchange of money. That means you're not buying the traffic. That's what organic traffic means. It doesn't, there can be, you get to spend money probably in some parts of the process, but the traffic itself is not being directly bought. That is organic traffic. Now, the second kind of traffic is called paid traffic. Someone should write organic traffic in chat box. So the first kind is organic traffic. You can write that down in chat box. The second kind of traffic is called paid traffic. Paid traffic is a kind of traffic that you exchange money directly for what you're getting. All right. And just to talk about that a bit more, a great way to use organic traffic is what is called content marketing. Content marketing. Content marketing is an amazing way to use organic traffic. And there's this particular course I always recommend when it comes to content marketing. I've taken it myself. It's a course by HubSpot Academy. HubSpot is spelled HUBSPOT. So HubSpot Academy. Someone should write that down in chat box for me. HubSpot Academy. So they have a content marketing course that is very amazing. So you can go ahead and check out that course. So organic traffic is best done using content marketing. Why? Because content marketing most times does not directly involve the use of cash. You will need to use maybe tutorial content, several types of content. I won't go deep into that in this particular session. But then you need to use several kinds of content, right, to go ahead and send people to your offer. That is organic traffic. For some of you, and this is why I say these sessions are important. Why? Because as you're listening, you're beginning to see your gaps. Your gap is simply what is it that you're not doing yet? What is it that you don't yet have so much idea about? In this framework, in this triangle I'm explaining to you, what is that part that you do not yet know? This is how you know what to learn. This is how you know what to learn. So you don't just go online and start learning anything. Someone will just write, if you don't buy this course, you may go to hell and things like that, and you rush and go and buy. No, you buy only what you need. So if you find out that your gap is organic traffic, you don't know how to create organic traffic, what do? You buy a course that teaches you how to do that. This is how it works. This is simply how it works. So it makes it easy for you to know exactly what to learn even online. All right. So that was organic traffic. I won't go deep into that. The next type of traffic is paid traffic. And at the moment, we have different types of paid traffic. There is Google ads, there's Facebook ads, Twitter ads, and a lot of different types of platform offers ads. But at the moment, one of the cheapest ways to get paid traffic, one of the cheapest ways at the moment is Facebook ads. It's also called interruption marketing. Facebook ads. Facebook ads is an amazing way to get paid traffic at this time. Facebook ads. So if you need to get paid traffic, you can learn Facebook ads and Google ads depending on your business. You can start out with Facebook ads. You can try out Google ads, right? But Facebook ads comparatively is the cheapest way to get organic traffic. So for content marketing, I said you can learn from where HubSpot Academy. Someone should write that down for me. HubSpot is spelled HUBSPOT. Now for Facebook ads, there's what is called the Facebook Blueprints. Facebook Blueprints is a platform that gives you access to several tutorials by Facebook. I have a Facebook ads course coming up. If you're following me, you will get to know when that is out. I had the Facebook ads roadmap recently, but currently the course is not available to be gotten. So you can't, even if you want to, you can't buy that course. Okay. So when there's a window for my next course, try to get it within the time that the window is open. All right. I go very deep into how you can use Facebook ads to sell. All right. So when that next course comes out, go ahead and be a part of it. But there are free tutorials by Facebook called the Facebook Blueprint. So you can just go to facebook.com/blueprint. That's an amazing place where you can get several tutorials from Facebook that allows you to go ahead and run ads for yourself. There are other tutorials on YouTube that you can also leverage, but this is one of the major ones. All right. So Facebook ads is an amazing way to do paid traffic, right? Paid traffic when it comes to traffic. So these are the three parts. You can look at this. These are the three parts of the digital business triangle. These are the three parts of the digital business triangle. Now, for those of you that joined late, at the beginning I said something. I said that everybody should write down the name of someone that you know is doing well online. Someone you know that this person is making money online. This person is profiting online. So if you're just coming, you can still go ahead and write down name. Write the person's name in the chat box and in your notepad. Okay, if you're writing down in a notepad, go ahead and write the person's name. Someone that you know is doing well online. Now, I want to ask you a question. This person that you just wrote down his name, either on the chat box, I want to see some of those names. You can write some of the names on the chat box, right? Now, this person that you just wrote down his name or her name, right? Now, tell me, does the person have these three things? Think about it. Does the person have an offer? Does the person have a funnel? Does the person have traffic going to the person's page? I want to get answers. I need actual answers. Tell me in the chat box, which of these things do you think the person does not have? All right. Can you tell me? Just go ahead and tell me. I want to see some of these things. All right. I want to see your comments. Write it in the chat box. I need to see your comments so I can read that. All right. So I can see some of your comments are beginning to come in. Yeah. So I can see someone saying John Obidi, yes. Fee Steven, yes. Emeka Nobis, yes. Trisha Bees, Emmanuel Pe. Now, do they have these things or not? Whether are they all doing the same thing? Do you agree that all these people you're listing, they are not doing the same thing, right? Do you agree? They are not all doing the same thing. They are doing different things. True of us. Although they are doing different things, do you see that they have these three things? This is the framework. This is the digital business triangle. If you can learn these three things, you would now see why people are profiting online. There is something that they have as an offer, a product that they're selling. They have a funnel and they are consistently sending traffic to it. This is it. This is like a summary of so many years of trying to find out how do I really do this online thing. This is the summary. This is the solution. This is an answer to your prayers. So sit down with yourself and ask yourself, which of these things do I not have? Is it the offer that I don't have? I don't have an offer at all. Probably I have a solution, but I've not even made it a product. I have a service I'm offering. Even if you're a graphic designer, productize your graphic design service and say, oh, flyer is 5K. Now you're creating a product. Oh, I do design. I design flyer, poster, this, that. I can design your life. I design your future, this, that. Those are just services. You're telling people what you do. So the person that wants to buy is now waiting. Okay, so when will this person tell me how much I can pay to get this? And you are not telling anybody anything. You're just going around saying, I design. Have you seen this thing? I design all kinds of flyers. Your wedding, your burial, your this, your that, everything I design it. But what is your product? Your product is, oh, per flyer, 5,000 naira. Oh, I can do an entire 1 month of designs for you at 100,000 naira. That is now a product. For some of you, your issue is you don't have a product. For some of you, you have a product, but you've not made it an offer. You have not made it an offer yet. That means you have a product that is great, but you've not made it in such a way that the perceived value is more than the cost. If you create a very good offer, selling will be easier. For some of you, your issue is your funnel. You don't even know your funnel. You don't know how people come to your business. You don't know how you make sales. That is your issue. So you can't even improve it. For some of you, it is traffic. Every day you're sending the same thing to the same 90-something people on your WhatsApp status. You're never increasing your traffic. You're never going ahead to increase that traffic. That is your issue. So now that you've learned these things, now there's a last part of this that I kept for those of you that will stay to the end, right? Now that you know these things, what then makes the difference? This part is what I would call the real difference maker. This is what I think separates those that will ever make much from those that will not. What makes the difference is action. And I talk about action in three ways. I talked about action in my last class, and I'm talking about it again today. When it comes to action for the digital business triangle, there are three things. Your action is a combination of three things. The first part of your action is strategy. Strategy is why you need to pay for courses of people, all right? You need to go ahead and enter into courses. Why? So you can get strategy. Strategy is why you have to study people. What are they doing? Strategy. You want to learn strategy. That is the first part. If you go ahead and start taking action and you don't have any strategy, you go ahead and have fruitless labors. If you go ahead and you take action without strategy, you will have fruitless labors. Strategy is the first part of taking action when it comes to the digital business triangle. The second part of taking action is intensity. Intensity is how much. I talked about this before. Some of you may never get the results that you're supposed to get because you are doing things very simply. So you do it just once till the next week. You cannot kill yourself. Of course, you can't kill yourself, but poverty can kill you. So you just do things once and you just leave it that way. Intensity. Have you seen how many times some of these people post? Have you seen how many times they put out their product? Have you seen how many times they put out content? Have you seen how many times they do what they do? Intensity is how much. That's what intensity is. Some of you, your issue is that you are not intense. You are too laid back. You just chill. You just chill. You can't kill yourself. Don't continue. That is the issue for some people. And then last part of action is what I call consistency. Some of you, you start very hard, but then when you don't see results in the first week, you go back. No, it doesn't work that way. Consistency is the third part of action. So the first is what? Strategy. Someone should write that down. What's the three ways or the three steps for action when it comes to digital business triangle? So I want to write that down for me. The first one is strategy. The second one is intensity. How much? The last one is consistency. How long? Consistency is how long. This is where the difference is. All right. So now that you know the entire digital business triangle, what will make the difference for you is that you do it. There's this part of the Bible that say that Jesus was speaking, and he was saying something that now that you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. Now that you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. That means you can know things and still not be blessed. You can know things and still not profit from it. You can know things and still not get any value from what you know. What makes the difference, what brings the blessings, is blessed are you if you do them. So it is the doing of these things that will bring any sort of profit you will ever get. Now that you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. And there's something I always say, that growth will cost you, but not growing will cost you more. Growth will cost you, but not growth will cost you more. Now, before I just conclude the session, I want you to do something. Now, if you're live right now, you can just go ahead and take a screenshot of this session, and you can let me know on Instagram, tag me on Instagram, share it on social media. Let me know what stood out for you. You can let me know exactly what stood out for you from the session. It can be any part of it. It can be the ending part. It can be any part of the session at all. So take a screenshot, all right? Let me not waste my smile, right? So take a screenshot, right? And after the session, go ahead and tag me. Go ahead and tag me on your Instagram stories. Tag me on Facebook, on okay, you can't tag on WhatsApp status yet. So tag me where you can and let me know what stood out for you from the session. I'll be posting those tags as I see them. And if you also want to give me personal feedback, you can send me an email at hi@feaststeven.com. So you can just send me an email, give me feedback. But I also like you to do that social proof. So go ahead and take a screenshot and share it on social media. Let me know that you were here. Let me know that you learned something from it and that you're going to practice something. Let me know what you'll be doing, what you'll be practicing from it, and keep me updated. Did you get value from this session? If you got value from this session, I want you to go ahead and write value in the chat box, all right? Tell me what you learned. Tell me, just type the word value in the chat box if you got value from this session. Now, this is a series, so that means next Thursday, we'll be live again for the Growth Accelerator sessions. The Growth Accelerator sessions is a session that happens every Thursday at 10 p.m. Okay, so you can go ahead and invite your friends. You can go ahead and put it on your calendar, get ready for it. We'll have another amazing session next Thursday. Did you get value from the session? If you got value, go ahead and type value. And let me see some of you that were live today. I can see Adefa Emmanuel says value. Ayedba Emmanuel says action plan, strategy, intensity, and that's great. I can see Marvelous. I can see IT. Hello, IT. How you doing? IT is an amazing friend of mine. I can see Adeboye Olufonshaw. Great to have you here. I can see Kareem. I can see Sosa. I can see Ayuba. Awesome. I can see Cornelius. I can see John Amilo. Always here. Great to have you here. Yeah, I can see Bankole Victor. Quite a number of you are live tonight, and it's so great to have you. Barkis is always here. She's assisting me, so she's always here. All right, great. So thank you so much for being a part of the session tonight. I hope you've taken your screenshot. If you've not, you can do that now. Take your screenshots, give me those tags, and I will be reposting them, and I'll be engaging you as much as possible. Do enjoy the rest of your night.